Welcome back to the Listing Beast podcast, the #1 resource for real estate agents who are done with buyer burnout and ready to dominate listings. I'm your host, Brendan Bartic, top listing strategist, founder of Listing Beast, and coach to thousands of wonderful agents worldwide. If you're tired of cold calls, competing on price, and praying for referrals, and you're ready to have sellers calling you, each episode delivers proven strategies, powerful scripts, and tactical systems that transform ordinary agents into top producing listing beasts. Ready to work less and earn more and build a predictable referral-driven business? Then you're in the right place. Let's dive in. What if I told you that most real estate agents are sitting on a gold mine and they're completely ignoring it? Your database, past client leads, and your sphere is the fastest way to make $1 million in real estate, but most agents don't know how to tap into it. Instead, they dump contacts into their CRM but never engage. They only call when they need something. They rely way too much on cold leads and ignore their most valuable relationships. And because of this, they struggle with inconsistent income, burnout, and low profit margins. So if you've ever felt like you're constantly restarting every month scrambling for your next deal, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to show you the exact system that top agents use to turn their tiny databases into massive businesses. We're talking about getting 16 listings or more a year. I'm talking 16 plus more a year with a database that might be smaller than what you think you might need. Now, this isn't theory. This is our proven beast mode ambassador machine that's helped thousands of agents build predictable, profitable businesses. And before we dive in, I want you to unlock our 5 money models of a listing beast in the description below. This is going to give you even more strategies to maximize your income beyond what we're covering today. So let's start out by letting me tell you about George. George had been in real estate for about 6 years. When he first started tracking his database, he told me he had 403 leads in his database, past clients, inquiries, and people he had met over the years. But here's the problem. When I asked him to complete what we call our ambassador survey check, he realized that he had 100 people in his database that qualified as potential ambassadors, people that knew him, that would possibly do business with him, but none of them were on a systematic follow-up plan. Think about this for a second. George was sitting on $200,000 of potential income in his database based on his average sales price of just $500,000 at just a 2.5% average commission rate. Now, I wanted to be conservative for this example of 2.5, even though our Listing Beast members receive 3.5% plus on average, or even more on just the list side when they utilize our program. But the moral of the story, he didn't need more leads, he needed more ambassadors. And that's the difference between agents who struggle for every deal and agents who build a business that grows on their own, right? So exactly what is the Beast Mode Ambassador machine? Well, it's a simple framework that gets results, and it stands for the M in mode, which is make them feel special. The O stands for optimize your effort. The D is for deliver exceptional value. And the E is execute the 46 touch system. So let me break down each component for you. First of all, the M, make them feel special. A client should never feel like just another transaction. The more valued and appreciated they feel, the more likely they are to become lifelong ambassadors for you and your business. Here's what this looks like in practice. First of all, focus on them and their needs, their milestones, their story. I can't tell you how powerful this is. When someone feels truly seen and heard, they remember that feeling forever and they want to reciprocate it. The power of just a simple handwritten note is unmatched. In our digital world, taking the time to write something by hand shows intentionality. It stands out because nobody else is doing it and nobody else will do it. And then use what I love to call surprise and delight moments. These are unexpected gifts, thoughtful check-ins, or valuable insights that show you truly care. Let me give you an example. I had a client who mentioned in passing that their daughter was starting college. 6 months later, I sent them a care package for their daughter's dorm room with a note saying, thinking of your family during this exciting time. That client has referred me 8 more deals in the past 3 years. 8 deals from one thoughtful gesture that cost me maybe 50, $75. The next is optimize, the O, optimize your effort. Efficiency is key. The best agents don't work harder, they work smarter by leveraging systems to keep their relationships strong without feeling overwhelmed. So in your CRM, you need to track key details after every interaction, notes about their family, interest, and life, right? This all helps deepen that relationship over time. And then, of course, our kryptonite, set follow-up reminders, right? We have to set follow-up reminders and never end a great conversation without knowing when you'll check in next. That's a non-negotiable. And then, of course, batch prepare content for digital touches. Consistent preparation in doing this, right? When you have consistent value-driven communication, keeps you top of mind without you having to burn out. Think about it like this. If you spend 2 hours every Sunday preparing your week's worth of touches, you're investing, 8 hours a month to potentially generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in commission. That's the best ROI, return on investment, you'll ever get. Then the D, deliver exceptional value. Referrals come from trust, credibility, and genuine contribution. People refer agents who add value before they're even asked. Provide market insights that help clients make better decisions before they even think to ask for it. This positions you as the expert they turn to for all their listing real estate needs. Now, next, send personalized property alerts curated specifically for their interest and future goals. Not generic market reports, but personalized insights. And now with AI, that's become so much easier. And then add a touch of exclusivity. I saw this and thought of you goes a long way in making someone feel important. So here's a story that illustrates this perfectly. I had a past client who wasn't planning to move for like another 5 years, but I noticed a property that had come on the market that was, from what I knew about them, exactly what they described as their dream home. It just happened to be 2 years prior than what they were looking to move. I called them immediately and said, I know you're not looking right now, but I had to call you. The house you described to me just hit the market, and I think you should see it. They bought that house. And more importantly, they referred to me 6 families since then because they know I'm always looking out for their best interest, even when there's nothing in it immediately for me. I know what it feels like to want more listings, but it's really hard when you don't know where to find them, how to list them, and how to get them sold in the first weekend. That's why today's episode is powered by listingbeast.com, the proven certification program that's helping agents like you get more listings, make more per client, and receive endless referrals from raving fans. If you're serious about earning $100,000 a month every single month from listings, head straight to listingbeast.com and book a call with my team to apply. Now, back to the show. And then the E, of course, execute the 46 touch system. Now, this is the key to the whole secret sauce. Success in referrals isn't about sporadic outreach, it's about consistency. A properly executed 46 touch system a year keeps relationships engaged without feeling intrusive. Let me break down what this looks like. 12 direct mailers. Now, in your 12 direct mailers, direct mail is extremely powerful. This could be calendars of your favorite sports team. This could be when the farmers market's happening. This could be a variety of different things that is just providing value, that has your beautiful face on it, that keeps you top of mind. And the more authentic it is, the more response you're going to get from it. And here's the best thing about direct mail. The average direct mail stays in a house for 17 days before it's thrown out. That's 17 days of visibility. Next, 12 market reports. Information-packed insights to position yourself as their go-to expert, but make these valuable, not generic. And then 12 property alerts a year. Keep them updated on relevant listings. If they own a property, send reports of homes in their area and what they're selling for and what just hit the market. If they don't own a property, send them reports of homes within their price range in that area that they can afford. And then 4 client events. Now, this can be simple or as extensive as you want to do it. This could be coffee or happy hours. client appreciation nights, charity events. You could invite them to your investor seminar. These create community and deepen that overall relationship. And most important, 2 personal touches a year, minimum. What's important to them? What major milestones are they celebrating? Maybe it's Veterans Day card if they served, Mother's Day if they're a mom. These show that you see them as people, not just potential commissions or another person in their database. And then 4 phone calls a year. Use quarterly check-in calls to connect in a non-threatening, non-salesy way. And in our program, we give a secret sauce to this called the 10-25-90 that actually makes this kind of fun. Now, let's talk about the investment. A good rule of thumb is to establish an initial budget of $1 per touch, which equals about $46 invested per ambassador per year. And I know, hold on, before you go, $46, oh my gosh, that sounds like so much money. Well, let's take a look at that for just a second and break those numbers down. So if you have 100 ambassadors at $46 each, that's $4,600 annually. Based on a 6-to-1 referral ratio, which means in our system, for every 6 people that you have on the full 46 touch system, they're either going to do a deal with you or refer someone that will do a deal with you. That's where you get the 6-to-1 every single year, year over year. That's 16 deals per year at an average commission check of $17,500. Now, $17,500 is our Listing Beast members having an average sales price of $500,000 at 3.5% minimum commission or more just on the list side. So that's $280,000 in gross commission income. Now adjust that accordingly based on where you're at. Your return on investment is 60 times your money invested. Now, even if your average commission check was, let's say, only say $5,000 a deal because your current average sales price or you have not learned the secrets on how to earn more per deal, that's still an $80,000 return for spending $4,600. A 17 times return on your money invested. Boom. Compare that to internet leads. The average internet lead conversion rate is between 0.4% and 1.2%. I don't care what Zillow and all the other lead companies tell you. They're trying to sell you on leads, or if you're on Zillow Flex, they're trying to get a referral fee on the backside that costs even more than that. That means that 1 out of 200 leads, right? That means out of 200 leads, only 1 or 2 will actually result in a closing, right? Think about it. 2% is 2 deals for every 100 leads you buy. That's if you're getting a 2% conversion, which would be really, really good. So to get 16 closings from internet leads at 2% conversion rate, you need 800 leads. And let's say that they're $100 each. And believe me, you might be going, oh, I get them way cheaper than that. No, we've studied this. You might get inquiries cheaper than that. Or if you're paying on the backside, you're going, well, I'm not paying for the lead. I'm paying a referral fee. You're paying 10 times that amount in the referral fee. That's $80,000 in lead cost versus $4,600 in your ambassador investment. The difference, remember back to the $5,000, that's $75,400 more profit with the ambassador system. So your database is filled with potential, but not all contacts are created equal. After 20 plus years of tracking real-world data, we've identified 2 critical categories to break your database into. Number 1, ambassadors, your raving fans who send you consistent referrals. And then number 2, future ambassadors, those who could become raving fans once you've nurtured them correctly. So to qualify as an ambassador, ask yourself this: would they buy or sell real estate with you? Would they refer real estate business to you? And do you have them on 46 touches a year or more? Here's the ambassador survey check. Imagine you gave me your database and I called everyone in your database and asked, who is your preferred agent of choice? If they don't immediately say your name, they don't qualify as an ambassador yet. But here's the beautiful thing. Every ambassador can become an ambassador with the right system. Look, I know this might seem overwhelming at first, but remember what I said about George? He went from struggling to find his next deal to having a predictable pipeline of referrals by implementing this system. Now, the highest earning agents don't work harder, they work smarter. They've built a referral machine that turns past clients and relationships into lifelong advocates. You don't need more leads. You need to take better care of the people in your database. And your database isn't just a list of names. It's your future income and your work-life balance. And it's your ability to scale. It's a gold mine of future deals. The question is, are you building a business that fuels your freedom or one that drains you every day? Now, companies like Ritz-Carlton, Nordstrom, Chick-fil-A, they dominate because they explicitly promise, deliver, and consistently refine customer experiences. When you bring this proven strategy into your real estate business, you don't just satisfy clients, you create lifelong advocates. So you got to start today. Pick your top 20 contacts and put them on a systematic 46-touch plan. Track every transaction, add value before you ask for anything. And if you're ready to stop chasing leads and have sellers calling you, make sure you check out this next video where I break it all down. Plus, don't forget to unlock your 5 money models of a listing beast for free in the description below. This resource will give you even more strategies to build a profitable, scalable business that you deserve. So remember, every listing appointment is your defining moment. Every client interaction is an opportunity to create an ambassador, and every touch is an investment in your future. Your success isn't determined by how many leads you generate. It's determined by how well you serve the people already in your world. Now, get excited and go build your ambassador machine. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Listing Beast podcast. If today's episode helped you level up your listing game, take 30 seconds to share this episode with another agent who wants to get more listings, make more per client, and receive endless referrals from raving fans. And if you're dead serious about earning $100K a month every month from listings, head straight to listingbeast.com and book your call with my team. Our proven Listings Beast certification program can take your business from good to unstoppable. I'm Brendan Bartic, and I'll see you right back here on the Listing Beast podcast.